Hey, this is Kate, and this is game 2 with the gold team in the recreational league that I play in. Tonight we're playing against the gray team. The first period in this game was pretty slow for me. My own team did almost too good of a job keeping the puck away from me, so you're always a little worried in those situations that you'll get a bit cold and it'll keep your head out of the game, but fortunately I did get a few shots in, get a feel for everything. In those situations, I'm even more likely to go out and get a puck on an icing just to pass it down to the ref to feel like I'm, in the game still. And even if the shots aren't coming in, it's nice to get chances to work on movement and everything. That's really important. And one of the big things I need to work on the most. Popped out a little bit there, had to catch it again. And that's the end of the first period. Well, that certainly looked ugly on my part. That's just my same issue that I'm having at this point in my progress. I'm backing too far into my net. Instead of staying out, cutting the angle, keeping my gloves in front of me to block off the top corner from people. I would like to work up to a point where I have more fluid movements and not quite so jerky like that. Always a bit scary when the rebounds bounce that far away from you. And that's the end of the second period. Oh man, this whole situation felt like it happened in slow motion. Totally lost the puck, and I just got so lucky that I backed into my net fast enough for it not to deflect off me and in. It always makes me nervous when they're in that close for that long without any shots coming. I was glad to hold my ground and stay square there. I'm glad at least I'm getting pretty decent recovery times for me. I used to be a lot slower getting back up again. I think on the blocker side, RVH, I have to be more willing to use the blade of my stick instead of the paddle sometimes. The paddle's great when they're behind the net and you're trying to block out passes, but when they're just at the side there, I feel like it makes my torso too short. I can't sit up taller and block more of the top of the net, so that's something I need to work on, I think. After a pretty slow game for me, there was quite a flurry at the end, that's for sure. And that is the end of game 2. Started out slow, but it definitely picked up at the end there. Made it a little bit more exciting for me. I'd always rather have more shots than less, that's for sure. Anyways, as always, the final score is in the description if you really like to know. And other than that, thanks to everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.